I'm going to say something that's going to trigger a lot of people, but it needs to be said. It's not God's perfect will for you to be on government assistance. It's his will for you to be a lender and not a borrower. He wants you to be the head and not the tail, above and not beneath. This is why I have a saying that many people quote, but my saying is come out of the world system and into God's divine order. Come out of the world system and into God's divine order. In his divine order, there are things that he has for you that puts you on top, where you don't have to beg no man for anything.
Okay, so this is one thing that we need to stop doing in the black community. So I noticed that they taking away Section 8 and they trying to take away food stamps and they trying to take away a lot of government programs, and a lot of women feeling some type of way. And it's like, now y'all gonna see how hard it is to really make it out here with nobody. A lot of y'all be teaching y'all kids, oh, you get it out the mud. Oh, you don't need nobody. Oh, you don't need no man. Oh, you don't need no help. But a lot of y'all always had help from the government. And I don't really think it's right how y'all be having these kids and living off the government for years. And then y'all want to kick y'all kids out at 18 and tell them to find a way when you ain't never found a way. Like, y'all gonna really see with these programs being taken away, like how hard it is. Like, now you see what really be going on. Like, this stuff is crazy. Like, these chicks be living off of government assistance, trying to teach their kids that you don't need nobody, you don't need no man, you don't need no help, but they got all the help in the world. Like, this sound crazy. Like, we really about to see how this blow out. Like, this is crazy.
God led me to get off of food stamps. No government assistance, nothing. And listen, it hasn't been easy since I've done that. Me and my husband, we both came in agreement that we would be obedient to what the Lord was showing. And there were times where I was struggling, especially as the food started getting low. I didn't really know what to do. Food is very expensive. But you know, through all of it, one thing that was really revealed was I allowed that to be my source. It came to a point that if I don't have it, I won't have food in my house. And that's wrong, because God is our provider. And I've been letting that be my provider instead of him. So I just had to be obedient. I had to go ahead and cut it off. And listen, I got 3 beautiful girls. And I sit there and I tell Dad, like, how my kids gonna eat? But he'll tell me, he say, trust me, because I got you. I gotta depend on God. I can't depend on man, I gotta depend on God. Man can fail me, but God will never. And listen, he's been providing. We've been eating. It may not be always what we want, but we have. And then there are some times we do eat good. And God is so good in that. I just want to tell you guys, sometimes God will have you do things, and it may not be easy, but there's a purpose behind it. I know there's going to be a huge testimony out of this. Right now, God is showing me that he is the one that will truly provide. He is the one that got me. And it's all because I decided to be obedient. I had to. I know people will say, well, how did you know it was God? You got to think about the government, man. You're restricted. You're limited. There are some things that you can't do. And the moment that you start making a lot of money, they cut you immediately. Not to mention people have been getting their food stamps stolen. All kind of stuff. It is not good. But listen, if you have it, that's okay. That's between you and God. Sometimes you might need it. And God will tell you so that you can humble yourself. But if you've been on it for a long time like me, maybe he's telling you to cut it. All I know is God gets the glory out of this. And I know that he's got us. He's going to keep providing food for us. He's going to keep showing up and showing out like he's been doing. And I'm so thankful because he is who he is. His word is the absolute truth. And I just want you guys to know that. Love you.
Get this. Absorb this.
God did not establish the government for the government to make everybody equal. That is impossible. And the government that tried to do that have put us in debt that we could never repay. And instead of us being equal, there's more division and more infighting in a nation than ever before. So we must get our idea and definition of right back. Now, let me tell you what you have a right to. You have a right to life.
Now, when he's saying equal, he's not talking about black and white not being equal. This is more of a economic discussion than anything else. And you guys look at it and say, no, it's about a race discussion. But you have to realize we're not dealing with racism. we're dealing with classism or classism. I don't say imperialism, classism. And also in a republic right now where citizenship is valuable and nobody values their citizenship anymore. So you're a citizen of the country, you're here, and you have certain rights. So what are those rights? Look.
You have a right to liberty, and you have the right to pursue happiness.
Well.
You do not have a right to happiness, but you do have a right to work toward it. We don't have a right to eat. The Bible says, if any man don't work, he don't have no right to eat. Men, we got to stand on the truth. Got to teach our young boys and girls what's growing up.
Now, when you say food, I hear some of y'all already out there. What do you mean he don't got a right to eat? He don't got a right. He has the right to pick up food and eat, but he doesn't have the right for me to provide the food for him to pick up and eat. He has to provide that for himself. Now, if God tells me, hey, Leon, go do this and that, you've been in real estate, you know what people need over here, and I go do it, then I'm following what he tells me. If you say give him the food, give him the food, but it's not a requirement. You don't take it from me by force. You don't make it a requirement of me. And that's the biggest part. You feel a lot of this thing going between the left and the right is they feel on the left that this is a requirement and we're all supposed to flip the bill. And it doesn't work like that. It doesn't. But they want it to work like that.
You're going to have what you work for. We can't give them everything. Give them $80, $100, $200 Nikes and think they're going to be satisfied when they get to be 20, 21 with what they can afford. You got to let them know this stuff is come by labor, not by gift. Get you a lawnmower. Get you a rake. Get you a burger flipper and earn something because you have no right to this $300 Game Boy. We need some men that will take it back to the bottom and tell their families the truth of how to make it in this world. God has given us responsibilities that are protected by righteous laws. But this equity fight is unbiblical.
Join Apostle Quicken the movement to rebuild families at CFADD.
It is unbiblical. But this is the thing. We'll never have that conversation because we've got an intertwining of a social Christian gospel in political side. Just like the left looks and says, oh, that's national Christian nationalist Christian. I'm a Christian before I'm ever anything else. But when you have the intertwining that says, oh, and it makes you feel bad that you're required to give things to people, like you're required to do all this flipping of the bill and you should shut up and not say anything, then that is one of the biggest problems because that's not how it was built.